great. So now I think that we are ready to start. Hello, everyone, once again. Thank you so much for joining us today. Just a little reminder, even though I said it 3 times already, but still, we will have a Q&A session at the end of the webinar. So please, if you have any kind of questions, do not hesitate to write them down in chat. We will try to answer all of them. If we don't have enough time, we will just answer you directly via email. So today's webinar is called Digitalizing SMBs in a Period of Change. We will have a lot of topics to cover and a lot of speakers today. So I hope you will enjoy it as much as we did. Our agenda will be quite, complicated, sorry. Oh. We will start with challenges and requirements for ERP solutions on the changing market. Then we will go to 1CI products that are facing this battle. We will start with 1C Drive, that is our ERP system for small and medium enterprises. Then we will go to 1C Enterprise. This is the platform based on which all of 1C solutions are built. Then we will get to 1C ERP. This is an ERP system for medium and large enterprises. Then we will talk a little bit about 1CI partnership opportunities, and then we'll get to the Q&A session that I was talking about. So now I would like to welcome to our virtual stage Michael Beirak, Business Development Manager at 1C International, who will be speaking about ERP solutions on changing market. Michael, please welcome.
Now I try to switch.
Okay.
To share my screen. Oh, nice. It works. Sorry. Hi, my name is Michael Beirak. I prepare a short presentation about the current situation on the ERP market in our countries. First of all, do you know what is main event on last several months in Europe and worldwide that change our understanding of the world? You can write in 1 moment. I could not move my, oh, it works, thanks. You are right, it's coronavirus. And in this situation, we try to describe what is the new challenges we can find on the ERP market, what is the new requirements for ERP, and how our products offer corresponding to this new requirement. First of all, about the challenges. You well known, you can observe the market and see the main trends on the market. First of all, the quantity of customer on traditional market is decreasing from month to month. It's well known, it's understandable situation, and how we can work. We try to cooperate with companies that force us to step into price discussion with client. Every new customer try to ask about decreasing the price, and try to discuss about new, better opportunity for cooperation. In the result, competition is growing from day to day, and business needs to new products line in their product, because old products they could not sell, they need a new product. And it's well-known trends like remote work. We are working remote now, and we are participating in this event remotely also. And our customer have a new expectation from ERP system. First of all, each company from small and medium business need a more detailed forecast on revenue, cost, and profit. Why? Because they need a new requirement about decrease the price. Business try to reduce costs by introducing more complex processes. Business processes in the company are changing very fast, and companies need to support those changes in their ERP solution. And sure, each company needs a mobile and web application more than 2 months ago, because now it's the era of remote working. What is the new requirement? What is the same requirement in the terms of ERP? First of all, each new customer is expected a more powerful function out of the box. They need a more flexible report for manage cost, price, and profit. They try to open new business direction in the situation for support own profit, and they need to support those new direction from the new ERP system. Our customer waiting for ultimate flexibility, because they need to support own unique business processes to stay competitive. And customer also waiting faster integration and implementation with own system, because it's a direction way to high productivity. One of the main idea for growing revenue is new geographical expansion. It's like opening the new branches, and our customer also waiting for support of this feature in core ERP systems. I am very shortly and briefly describe about our company and product line, because we started about 30 years ago. Now, OneCI is international division. It's one of the leading software developer of ERP systems. And we have many partners in many countries. As you can see, we work in about 100 countries. We have more than 5 million employees that simultaneously works in OneCI product. We support about 20 languages in our product, and about 300,000 developers can support our clients in more than 100 countries. Several words about our products. As you understood, we have 1 year presentation about each of our products, but now we do not have time for this. I only briefly describe it. My colleague is next describes this main feature of our product. First of all, each our product based on the OneCI enterprise, on our platform. Based on this platform, we offer OneCI ERP product for the medium and large enterprises, and OneCI Drive for small and medium business. What is our product key differentiators? First of all, it's ultimate flexibility. We have open code application, and each our partner can change features from the base product. We offer not only ultimate flexibility, but cost-effective flexibility, because speed of development, easy integration with third-party solution is very important things, as you know. We have very powerful backend. Each our application can work in on-premise, cloud, and mobile environment. And low cost, and one of the more important things in current time, we offer unmatched cost effectiveness. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Michael, for your insights. And now we will get to the next part of our webinar that will be presented by Dmitry Trifonov, who is a business analyst at OneCI Drive team. Dmitry will talk a little bit about OneCI Drive, and we'll do some live presentation of the main features.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Anna, for representing me. And so can you hear me? Can you see me? Can we go on? All right. So I'm just going to try to share my screen in a second. Okay. My name is Dmitry, and I'm a business analyst here, and I'm going to tell you about our product, which is called OneCI Drive. And OneCI Drive is an ERP solution for small businesses and medium enterprises. We provide you with a comprehensive solution to control and manage key processes in a small business. Thank you, Michael, for sharing very interesting concerns about modern challenges and problems we have. And First of all, I should say that our key functional areas are CRM, sales, purchasing, warehouse, service, production, and finance and accounting. So the first problem and challenge was that the modern market wants one solution to support several types of businesses simultaneously. And please trust me that our application does support that. And to make sure it's true, let's just go to our app and check it out. So here it is. By the way, just keep in mind that you can run our application just using your web browser. You can, of course, use the classic application, but also you have this opportunity. So our menu basically reflects our functional areas, and you can see here production, service, and payroll. Of course, not every company needs production, and not every company needs probably payroll or service. However, our software is very flexible. To show this, let me go to the settings menu and to production. Here you can see the option called Enable Production Subsystem. When it's on, you have this menu section, and you have all functionals to provide accounting for your production. Same actually works for services. Same flag here. And same works for payroll. Enable payroll subsystem, meaning that if you need production, service, or payroll, you just put that flag on and you have all that menu and all that functionals for making this. However, if you just don't need it, you just turn it up and your application turns much more simple for using and just working with it. But even if we go to like classic business functions like sales or purchasing, you can discover that we have a lot of options, and you can really flexibly adjust our app to meet your requirements and to meet your needs of your certain company. Let's get back to my presentation. And our next strength is actually about flexible reports. Let's get back to our app, and I'm going to show you how does it work. Just a second. So let's just check some report we have, and let it be warehouse and available stock. Let's just generate a random report. So here we have some report, and it shows which stock are on hand in our warehouse. But we have that magic button here called Setup. And by clicking it, we can discover that our reports are really flexible. You can apply really different filters here. For example, filters for certain date, business unit, product, companies, and so on. You can sort the items in your report in a different way. And most importantly, you can set the structure of your report really flexibly. For example, we would like to see our stocks within in section of our sales orders, and let's display them not in the rows, but in the columns. So we can just drag and drop it here. Okay, it doesn't work like that, but let's just.
This is what always happens when you are doing a demo online. I think
It's probably just because of the web application.
Dmitry, I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
I guess you need to click advanced.
Advanced, exactly. Yeah. Alrighty, let's try it once again. Yeah, it works this time. Okay, let's just try to close and generate some report. Okay, we can see now that our report is kind of new because now we have work orders here in the columns, and you can, by doing that, you can basically set up your reports in a really flexible way, and you can get any information you need. Let's go on and let's move back to my presentation. So the next challenge that Michael just told us about is called support of unique business processes to stay competitive. And I would like to say that it's very true. And to prove that, let me show you our user manual. And actually, we have quite good user manual. I highly recommend everyone to check it out. You can find it just online. And here's the website, support.1ci.com. It looks like this. OneDrive user manual, and I would just like to show you our purchasing subsystem and purchases overview. It takes a while to download it. Yeah, looks good. So basically this workflow is the workflow of our procurement. And here you can see yellow blocks and blue blocks. So the yellow blocks are the obligatory blocks, meaning that you must use that. But the most part of those blocks is blue, meaning that it's just optional. And by picking the right blocks, you can build your own unique business process and perfectly adapt it to your business processes. Meaning that our software is, again, very flexible and it can meet the requirements of your certain workflow. I'm getting back to my presentation. And the next challenge that Michael just told us about is called manage geographical expansion and launching new branches. And we have two strengths in this regard: multi-language support with user-specific language section and multiple currency support that allows for transactions in any currency. Let's again get back to our software and check out what we have in terms of multi-language support. All right, everything is clear with our reports. Let's get back to settings and let's go to current user and user info. So here's the requisite called application interface language, and let's just check what we have here. So we have 6 basic languages, which are English, German, Polish, Russian, Spanish, and Turkish. And also we currently work on Bulgarian, the Chilean variant of Spanish, Romanian, and Vietnamese. However, if you are our partner and if you have some other language you would like to automate, you can do that very easily. And just please let us know about that, and we're gonna do our best to help you in this. The next strength was about multilinguistic support, and let's get back to settings again. And this time it's gonna be company. Company's catalog. So we can see that in this app we have a lot of companies. All the companies are our companies, but here you can also see presentation currency. And each company can have its own presentation currency. Let's open up and check it. So this company is called Best Computers, and it has presentation currency as euros. I'm not sure if I can change it like all online because probably they have some operations in this company, but we can create new company or just check out some other company which has some other currency, and our software supports all that. Also, let's just go to the purchasing subsystem, and let's open any document, for example, purchase orders. So let's open a random purchase order. And here you can see that we have the requisite called currency of the operation. And you can make operations in any currencies. It's very flexible. And again, you can just set it up in accordance to what you need. That's it. Let's get back to my presentation. So the final slide of mine is called Variety of Powerful Functions Out of the Box. And by this slide, I just want to tell you that despite of the fact that our software is quite simple and it's very easy to use and easy to understand for everyone, this application is quite comprehensive and quite complex. We have a lot of standard documents and a lot of standard operations are fully automated based on our software. For example, for the sales subsystem, we have a lot of standard documents starting from quotation and ending up with sales from consignee. Same works for purchasing, warehouse, production and service, and finance and accounting. That's actually it. So
thank you so much, Dmitry. That was a really interesting presentation.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Thank you. Dear colleagues, please do not hesitate to ask questions. You know that we had limited time, so the presentation was quite short, but there is so much more to OneC Drive than that. And our next speaker today will be Konstantin Rupasev, our expert in OneC platform, OneC Enterprise. OneC platform is the tool based on which all of our products are built. So please welcome to the stage, Konstantin Rupasev.
Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I wish we could meet in person somewhere in Europe, but yeah, I'm missing a little bit audience, don't know about you. But anyway, we have what we have. Let me share my screen with you guys. And okay, so my name is Konstantin and I'm here to, first of all, can everyone hear me? Can you see my presentation? Okay, thank you, Anna. So my name is Konstantin and I'm here to tell you a little bit about OneC Enterprise, or as we call it, the platform. This is the technology behind all our awesome apps, including OneC Drive that Dmitry just presented, and including OneC ERP that will be next right after me. So for those of you who doesn't know, OneC Enterprise is not an end user application. It's a platform that allows us to build those applications, and that it's also the real-time environment that allows you to run those applications for yourself or for your clients. So the platform. This is the tool that makes our applications so special. Of course, our developers' talent helps it too, but I'm here to talk about the platform. So what it does, it secures that all our applications are very flexible, extremely functional, very scalable, and can work on any platform. So these 4 points is what we will talk about a little bit. First of all, about flexibility. Dmitry showed us a great example with a report, but actually any report and any form is as flexible as what Dmitry showed. So users are different, they have different customs, so they perform different tasks, and they want interface to look differently. They want different forms, different kind of reports. So instead of instead of developing all those different forms and reports, you can just use the platform and you can just show them the button, change the form, and forget about them for a while, because now they have cool new toy to play with and they will be building by themselves whatever they want. Of course, the extent of flexibility completely depends on the application you develop, so you can make it very flexible, less flexible, but platform allows you to do whatever you want, including open every setting to all the users so they can play with them. Next, apps functionality. So of course, the functionality depends completely on the app. So whatever app you're developing, it defines its functionality. But the platform has a lot to do with it, because it makes it super easy to develop or customize your applications quickly and efficiently. So the platform includes ultra rapid development tools, visual editors, high-level, business-level classes to build your application from, like documents, catalogs, and stuff like that. The platform also allows you to customize any application you've got very easily, because you always have our application comes with open data structure and open source code. So you can go and see what's inside, play with it, build new functionality on top of what's already there. The platform supports automatic updates from vendor, but at the same time you can implement new functionality in form of patches that we call extensions, so that your version won't conflict with the vendor's version and will be just run on top of the main version, and you will have your customization, and at the same time you will keep updating the main version from vendor. Another cool feature that really helps with the functionality is called multi-tenancy. So basically what this is built-in cloud support. So any our app can be deployed to cloud, not only because we support web browsers as our clients, but also because the development tool allows you what multi-tenancy is when one database can be used by many hundreds of separate companies, and each company will work with its separate data area, and they won't ever know that they work with the same database. But you reduce your maintenance cost because the database is because you work with the single database. So backups, maintenance, and performance tunings become very easy tasks. So all these we have in our platform, and we also now the platform features another cool tool called Enterprise Service Bus. So you can start unrolling your system step by step, one functional module after another, not in one big piece. And you also can easily integrate other solutions, other services right into your system. So you have a single point of integration and a single protocol of integration. It makes your life much easier. Next point, scalability. So very important point in terms of ERP systems. Basically, our scalability is unprecedented. You can start from a single user application and then scale up to as many as 1,400 users in one system. That's the biggest implementation we have at this point. So there is really no boundaries, and we have hundreds of real-life ERP solutions working all around the world without any problems. Well, I wouldn't say without any problems, but they are all solvable, and we know how to do that. So it's really safe to use platform in really big applications. What makes it possible is our application server cluster. So the platform, the runtime environment part of the platform includes the application server cluster. So you can spread the load. You can create the redundant nodes of the system in case something goes wrong and some servers, some hardware servers will go down. Other one will keep up working, and users won't even notice that anything happened. And the best part is that adding a new hardware to the cluster does not require any downtime, because you just plug in new server and system keeps working, and it includes this server into the loop, and it takes on some workload. So this is our scalability, and I hope to hear a lot of questions about this. And once enterprise, another quite unique feature actually is that it works on any platform, any operating system, including Windows, Mac OS, Linux, on any web browser, and on mobile devices, iOS and Android. What is important here is that you can use the same app that you build once and then unroll it to any platform anywhere without changing the source code, the data structure, or anything. So platform just enables you to work from anywhere with the same application that you implemented once. This is very important and a very unique feature that you cannot find anywhere else, actually. So if you're interested in more information about the platform, about how it works, what it offers, what features it has, please follow this link, academy.1ci.com. We have video course, free training course about the platform at this address, and so please check it out. It's quite cool. And one more thing, let me show you real quick what I was talking about. So this is our 1C drive that Dmitry showed us in details. I just want to show a couple more things. Let's take, for example, sales invoices, and I'm opening its form. And as you can see, it's a rather complex. It has a lot of stuff going on here. Probably not all of them are necessary for every user. So what I was talking about is this button that's called Change Form. You just go here, and this is your entire form, all its structure, all its elements, items, fields, tables, and stuff like that. You can decide what you want and what you don't want to see by clicking those checkboxes. You can change the order of elements. You can rename elements and so on. So basically, this is a kind of a constructor that any user can use to set up the interface the way they want it to look. So this is a customization on the user side. And if it's not enough, you always can go to the designer mode. This is our development tool. And any application that you use or your client use comes with this designer mode included. So you always can open it in the designer mode and see what's inside, see what exactly is going on. For example, this is our sales invoice document that I just showed you. And this is the form we saw. So document form, it looks like this. So you can basically start playing from this point, start changing whatever you want, adding new elements, adding new comments, doing whatever you want. If you do it in the main application, the new version from a vendor will replace your changes. So this is not what we suggest. That's not what we recommend you to do. What we do recommend is to use configuration extensions, which works, as I said, as patches. And they allow you to change functionality, to add new functionality, to fix errors if there are any. And those changes works independently from the main application. So main application will be updated automatically, and your patches, your extensions will continue working. As for the multi-platform support, let me just show you real quick what it takes to publish any application to the web server. So I'm just going to administration, publish to web server, publish, and that's it. So it took me how many? 3 clicks, something like that. And after you published your application, it can be accessible from the web, and actually you can try it right now. I just published the demo version of OneC Drive to this address, and you can try it and see how it works from the web. So this is all I wanted to tell you about, but I really hope there will be questions, because there is so much more to share with you guys. Anyway, Anna.
Thank you so much, Konstantin. As always, a lot of information, a lot of things covered. I understand that we are all pretty tight in time, so it's really hard to show anything properly, you know, and profoundly. And I can assure you there are already some questions for you waiting in chat.
Okay.
And we will try to cover all of them at the end. If not, as I already said, we will direct contact with the persons interested and answer those. And now we're going to the next part of our webinar, and one new speaker on the way. This will be Kairat Dusimbayev. He is the product owner of OneC ERP product. Please, Kairat, welcome to our virtual stage. Konstantin, if you could please stop sharing your screen.
Hi. Just a few seconds of silence.
Yeah, sure.
Breathe in, breathe out.
You're doing great.
Okay, my name is Kairat, and now I'm going to tell you about another product, OneC ERP, and how it helps companies to implement new digital strategy targeting on diversification of manufacturing capacity and management approaches, and on adoption of enterprise capabilities to the common challenges of today's business. And OneC ERP is powered by once enterprise platform that provides to our solution ultimate flexibility. And you all have just heard about several cool features. Thanks for great demonstration of Konstantin. That's why once ERP smoothly integrates into unique and rapidly changing business processes driven by the new world economic trends. Facing those challenges, all companies are considering big changes throughout all key end-to-end business processes and rapid re-engineering of different operations, customer-related, manufacturing, even logistics, and so on. And once ERP provides flexible solution for wide majority of process chain domains, starting from core domains, you may know, forecast to plan, procure to pay, demand to produce, and so on, till supporting or back office domains, as well as account to record and project to decommission. And we have designed our solution based on more than 20 years of experience on the ERP market, competing with SAP, Oracle, and Microsoft ERP solutions. And also inspired by best practices and consulting experience of Big Four companies, PwC, EY, and giant pilot projects with industry leaders. And here is the list of corporations, big companies, global companies who have significant influence on our solutions and approach we embedded in once ERP to deal with those leaders. Some of industrial experts and scientists are authors of our best practice business library. And this is why we succeed in all manufacturing realms. And even distribution of goods, service rendering, such as transportation and logistics, energy and utility, and many other. And once the ERP is powerful, all-in-one solution that concentrates on most popular back office functions like treasury, budgeting, accounting, and core functions: sale, master planning, material and warehouse management, production, repair and maintenance. And wide industry practice guided us to develop multiple small solutions integrated with once ERP. You can see on enterprise functional structure map on a slide key vertical solutions empowering once ERP for particular project needs, and that can be smoothly integrated into single system for the particular customer. You may see how once ERP's different modules are covering all enterprise function binding in one integrated solution. And now we see changes in economic profiles of different countries. There are a lot of factors. The first one is volatility in commodity prices. The second one is a new trade policy between two biggest economies. Some dead industries. So for those we have some countries for those industries are the key in their GDP, and a lot of other trends you may heard from the TV or internet. With once ERP, we are ready to facilitate these changes. We are talking about companies who need to expand or reorganize the geography of the enterprise. For example, decide to outsource or relocate some functions, or make a facility hub in other country, and many other examples. We support mobile, tablet capabilities and multilingual interface for all employees of enterprise around the world. And we know how difficult it could be for those companies, those changes, and how fast it must be done. We stick to the policy when we are engaged in those projects, in those implementation projects. A decision to include this vendor support service in a project eliminates the risks connected with solution implementation to specific business processes. It eliminates the risk of incorrect estimation of the project scope and wrong technical design and architecture. Approaching this, we are able to gather all critical requirements to our product in a rapid and unbiased way, directly from the end users. And this year we provide our customers with the special conditions of vendor support of OneCRP projects. They include free deployment support from OneCI side and 1 year of technical support free of change. And sorry, and I'm so sorry that I don't have any demonstration of our solution for you, because it is incomparable with this format of webinar. But thanks for Dmitry and Konstantin, who showed us the user interface of OneC solution. We have almost the same, but if you're interested in the product, you can find more information about our product on our website, oneci.com, in videos, short videos of OneCRP fundamental video course. It consists of overall information, the case for the trading companies and for manufacturing companies. And you can find detailed information about the functionality of the product in feature list data sheet. It is short and extended version. And my colleague will send you all these links. Don't worry. And I hope you'll find these materials useful. Enjoy watching and reading. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you so much, Ferhat. That was quite a journey. Now that we have basic understanding of our main products, I think that you might have started wondering how to work with OneC International, what partner possibilities and opportunities we offer. And now that is my turn, I will tell you about this. So I will tell a little bit about OneCI partnership opportunities. As we don't have a lot of time, I will be really short and hopefully efficient. So as we have already said, we have got lots of partners around the world. We've got more than 100 international partners and nearly 8,000 partners in our local market. And we hope that you will join our partner ecosystem. What can you do in that ecosystem? You can be a solution developer, which means that you take the platform and develop your own application from scratch. Or you might take an existing product, for example, OneC Drive, and create a vertical solution based on that. Or say, localized solution for your country. Another possibility will be to become a value-added reseller and work with OneC Drive, with OneC ERP, or one of our partner solutions. As you understand, we have so many partners, some of whom are solution developers, so there are more products to look into. And the third option would be to become a consultant and introduce one of OneC products to your leads and prospects. What do we offer from our side? From the very beginning, we offer, of course, some training and, of course, a lot of help with first implementations and support. And also, we are ready to recommend you a trusted technological partner who will help you to start your journey with OneCI products. And throughout all of the partnership, we are more than ready to work with you on marketing in different ways, basically, to create joint marketing activities, to work on lead generation campaigns. And of course, we also are providing a lot of technical support and documentation, and of course, updates. Join our partner ecosystem. We will be really happy to see you there. So having said that, I'm stopping the presentation and starting the Q&A session of the webinar. There actually have been so many interesting questions. Thank you so much, guys, for being so active during the webinar. And some of the questions were already answered in chat, but we will repeat them just in case. First questions were from Gautam Ganguly, and they were mainly questions to Dmitry Trifonov and OneCI Drive team. The first question goes like that. Can the purchase process handle open quantities from good receipts and consolidate them into invoices? So, Dmitry, I think that's a question for you. Please unmute yourself and answer that.
Hi, so thank you so much for your attention. I'm gonna check my camera just a moment. Hi, can you see me?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we have all that, but my suggestion is just to talk a little bit about it after our presentation, and we're gonna show you everything in detail. Hope it works.
Great. So the answer, Gautam, would be please send, for example, we will send you the presentation with all the emails of all of the speakers. For instance, there was my email in this presentation. Please do not hesitate to contact, for example, me or anyone else, and we will arrange a more, profound demonstration of the product. And your next question was about Southeast Asian languages that we are supporting right now, and if we're supporting Thai language. Right now, we do not support Thai language, mainly because our business in Thailand is not that developed right at the moment. But the fact is that we are starting from this year, we are really working on developing the East Asian market. And we have got already some potential partners from Thailand and Malaysia as well. So if you're interested, please contact. Anyhow, I think that I will just give your contacts to our business development manager who's in charge for this area. He will tell you more details about this region. Next question from Gautam was about franchises. If OneC Drive can handle franchises.
Good question. Thank you so much for asking it, but unfortunately, I can't tell you right away about that. As far as I know, it should support it, but just contact us, please, afterwards, and we will tell you for sure. Hope that works.
Okay. And about production, is there support for maintaining formulations as present in pharma and oil industry, like formulas? I think it's like bill of materials, right?
Yeah, I got it. Unfortunately, we don't have it right away, but currently we're working on it, and hopefully it's gonna come out really soon.
Great, thank you so much, Dmitry. Next question from Gautam goes to Konstantin. Please be ready. Can we maintain version control, and how do you support CI/CD?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you, Gautam. Of course we do, because our big applications can be as big as millions lines of code, so it's impossible to implement without version control. And we support our own version control system that's built into Designer, and that it's a little bit outdated, and it requires you to lock the objects you're changing, so nobody else can change them at the same time. So it can be used, and we still use it for smaller projects. But for big projects, we use enterprise development tool, our like new generation of Designer, the Designer of a new generation, and it supports Git including GitHub and version control on Git technology. So no problem here. As for CI/CD, yeah, of course, you can build CI pipeline without any problems, and there are projects where it works. But it requires, of course, some effort, but it's doable, absolutely doable. If you need more details, please contact me, and I will show you the resources to check out.
Thank you so much, Konstantin. I think that you have already answered the next question from Gautam. If deployments can be done on any platform, so the answer is yes.
I can elaborate on this.
Okay.
On one hand, yes, you can use the same app on any platform, any operating system, any web browser, and any mobile device. But there is always but. The devices, the platform themselves have different functionality. For example, if it's a mobile device, on one hand, it's a smaller screen, so you cannot fit all the big forms to it. So you need to make some adjustments. And on the other hand, for example, it supports like GPS coordinates tracking and phone calls and stuff like that are not supported on other platforms. So platforms are different. They support different features. So you can use some of them for some platform and cannot use them for other platforms. This needs to be taken into account when you unroll your application to different platform. But aside of that, everything just works, and you definitely don't need to build an application from scratch for each and every platform, as it usually works for other development tools. So basically, you have to build everything from scratch whenever you want to migrate to another platform. That's not the case with OneC Enterprise.
Thank you so much, Konstantin. It's just, I adore this thing with OneC products. Everything just works. That's the best
I'm a big
answer.
fan of the platform, honestly. I'm a big fan of it for years. So yeah.
I know. Yeah, that's great. And next question from Gautam. Quite a lot of questions from you, and that is great. Thank you so much. Speaking about accounting and inventory, how can you support a consignment sales process? Dmitry, I think that's a question for you because it's specifically about OneC Drive. Consignment sales process.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we have some functionals about that in our software. Unfortunately, I'm not able to tell you in detail about that, but we definitely have it. My suggestion again is just to contact us afterwards, and we will tell you in detail how exactly it works. But we have it for sure.
So great, thank you so much. I think that we have got one online demo booked already. Thank you, Gautam, so much for your active participation. Next set of questions from Mohammed Awaiskili. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. It's a bit tricky for me. So first question is, where to do general ledger accounting, like passing monthly adjustments while closing accounts? This is also about OneC Drive.
It's actually not only about OneC Drive, it's about OneC ERP as well. You can do it in our both applications, but OneC Drive supports general ledger accounting, and you can have up to 2 general ledgers in parallel in OneC Drive. And in OneC Drive as well as in OneC ERP, you can do monthly closures and so on. Everything works well.
Yeah, it's thank you so much, Dmitry. Several more questions from Mohammed. First one is about forecasting revenue, costs, and profit. It was about OneC Drive, I suppose.
Yeah, could you please read the question? I forget.
How forecasting revenue, costs, and profit work out in OneCI?
Right. So in OneC Drive, this is like a very fresh block, and we currently work on it, and we actually didn't come up with some final insight about what it's gonna be like, but probably we will be ready to tell you in a couple of months, hopefully.
So maybe it will be interesting to hear from you, Mohammed, your vision on how it should be built. Maybe it might, you know, make your vision even broader. I mean,
Yeah,
once you
by the
drive
way,
to,
I would like to add that the
yeah,
reflections from our potential clients and everyone who is interested in that are very valuable for us. So you can basically just give us your requirements and we will analyze it and probably we will implement it right in our software.
thank you so much, Dmitry. So the last but not least important question from Mohammed is about general ledger accounting for passing adjustments. Oh, I think that we have already covered that. Yes, we have already covered that. Thank you, Mohammed. Then there comes questions from Yusef. The first question is about Spanish localization, about VAT, IRPF, Intrastat, SEPA, etc. So, Yusef, I will be personally answering your question because I'm business development manager in charge for Southern Europe and Spain as well. So right now we're working on localization for Once You Drive for Spain. If you're interested to know more about that, I will for sure contact you and we will elaborate on that because there are some functions that are already elaborated, some functions that are in production right now. And of course, Spanish language is in the application. The next question is also from Yusef. It's about the presentation of the demonstration of Once ERP trial version or demo online. Yes, there is a demo version of Once ERP online and also Once Drive online. And I think that I will just send you a link a little bit later on in chat, so for you to have the possibility to check it out. But also we have got lots of documentations and several webinars for you to better understand, understand the solutions. In short, the question is yes. The answer, I'm sorry, is yes. Next question is from Luis Alfredo. If we have point of sales, that's the first question. It's a question to Dmitry.
All right. As far as I understand, the point of sales is when when ownership rights factually transfer to another counterpart, and the point of sales in our software is when you issue a sales invoice. But before that, you use just orders like sales orders.
Dmitry, can
Yep.
I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
As far as I understand, the point of sales is like a cashier machine, like
exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
like some kind of a device that you work with when you are a cashier.
Right. Okay. I think I now understand. Yeah, we do have it, and our software is very well integrated with with trading equipment. It's like you can basically integrate it with your cash tool, and you can integrate it with, for example, zip code scanner and everything you want. Yeah, we have all that.
Okay, thank you so much. Next question from Luis Alfredo. If we have a local host version, a desktop version of applications, yes. Here, I know the answer, even though I'm not a technical expert. And this goes both for Once You Drive and Once ERP. They support, there is a desktop application, but you also can enter the application from Chrome or Firefox or whatever browser you're using. And only from your service or both. If Once products work in private host or only from our servers or both. Like the answer is Once products are full of possibilities, different ones. So they can work from cloud.
I can answer this one.
Go
yeah,
for it.
So it depends on your desire, whatever you want. So if you have an application, you can make it work anywhere. You can make it work on a desktop or in the web if you decide to publish it to the web. And in my parts of the demonstration, I showed that it takes literally 3 clicks to make your application accessible from the web. So it's all up to you.
Yes, and elaborating more about the question if we're using our hosts or not, not mainly, we're working via partners. This means that we do not sell ourselves. This means that if we're speaking about SaaS solutions or about implementations in cloud, in most of the cases, the clients, the end users are using the servers of the partner if we're speaking about cloud solutions or about SaaS. I hope I answered your question. If not, please feel free to add more in chat. So next one is from Gautam once again. Great, thank you. How long did localization take for Vietnam? As we do not have the person in charge for that region here on our webinar, surprisingly, I cannot give you an answer. Localization process can vary. All in all, the translation of interface, like localization has got two parts. First of all, you should translate the interface, and then another process is to localize the features. All in all, it might take from 2 months to 5-6 months. It all depends on how many features you need to, add or change. In order to get, the timeline, you need to get the requirements. Of course, you understand that. So it's hard to say. Yes, Muhammad, I'm sorry, I've lost one of your questions. The question is how 1C deals with fixed assets. I'm not sure, is it a question for Konstantin, Dmitry, or Kairat? Please help me out.
I'm probably gonna try to answer it. It's actually very relevant to both of our application. So you can depreciate, you can accrue depreciation and work with fixed assets in 1C Drive as well as in 1C ERP. What about 1C Drive? We have some functionals for accruing depreciation. You can make it's simpler than 1C ERP, but it works very well. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dmitry.
Did I answer your question? Please let me know if you need some other information about it. It's like 1C Drive supports several methods of accruing depreciation, and we can do everything in this sense.
Great, thank you so much. So dear colleagues, thank you so much for your active participation in the webinar. I know that we've been online for more than an hour and maybe it's time to go right now. If you have got any questions, please write them in chat, or you have got, once again, I'm typing in my email. If you have any questions, you can write those directly to me and I will make sure that you get an answer. This is me. I'm sorry, once again, I'm sorry. I wrote it to a different set of people. So this is my email once again. Yes.
Yeah, and there is my email right above it. So
yes,
if you have any questions
also,
about the...
you also wrote it to only to the panelists of the discussion and not to attendees.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. I'm writing it to everyone.
Okay, okay, thank you.
So thank you so much. You've been incredible. That was a real pleasure talking to you. I hope you liked our webinar. And please stay with us, 1CI on air. And I hope now you have got more desire to learn more about 1C International, 1C products, and to join our partner ecosystem. Thank you so much and see you online.
See you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.